Our next question comes from, it is quite common in certain backgrounds. Death of a body, as we understand, is everything stops functioning, disintegrates, including all memories. Waking and dreaming and sleep states dissolve. So, as far as we know, nothing remains from this living. The question is, if that is the case, does anything remain that takes new life with some connection to deeds, good or bad, of this life?
Yeah. This is an ancient question.
Yes.
I say. Ever since eternity. Now, the first thing one has to understand that the question itself means mind, and mind itself means me, because we don't get any questions in the deep sleep. So, the questioner is mind, questioner is me, questioner is the sense of separation, with a strong assumption that I am separate from something, some existence, some God or some blah blah blah, consciousness, awareness. So, the question is coming from mind, from the sense of separation, with a strong belief system that I am separate. So, obviously, the question is coming from the limit, from the finite. And finite, as I say, is a whole. Mind, sometimes I have called mind as a whole, small whole. Finite means whole, I am showing it whole, small whole. Now, my question is, can whole ever be able to see the whole, W-H-O-L-E? Rationally. Can through this whole, I am calling it as mind, anybody will be able to have the grasp of whole, W-H-O-L-E, number one. Now, because we ask the question from what we think we are, so these questions, like this is the question, it is related to the next birth or the past birth or the reincarnation. This is the question basically for that. Now, first thing, had there been any concrete truth in these? Say, take example of Christianity, take example of Islam. Only these two religions, Islam and Christianity, they don't believe in rebirth. Next, they say whatever is there, it's here. This is it. This is what is their belief system. There are pros and cons of all the belief system.
Right, because they have heaven and hell.
They have heaven and hell. Right. But so, there has to be some extension, because the extension, heaven and hell is a pair, again a pair. Where has this pair come from? From this dual mind, from this duality, me, idea. So, these two religions, Christianity and Islam, they don't believe in any next births. Whereas the religions like Hindus or Jains or Buddhists, they believe that there is past and future and the next generation and the past life and the next life. And Buddhists have even nowadays it's so fashionable. I have seen people doing regression, and then people go to so many people, those who are trained, and then the person who does that regression or whatever they call it will show them that, okay, you did this in past birth, that's why you are suffering now. There are so many people, they come to me.
Right.
What I am trying to say, had there been a real truth why are these differences which are exactly opposite? So, what I am trying to convey is there are several concepts given to people at different levels of understanding, different level of consciousness, depending on different civilizations. Like someone in the US, someone in the Europe, where the Christianity may be main religion is Christianity. So the place varies, the ideas varies. Okay, so they are the ideas given for some reason, so that they will be, in my view, in my perception, they are ideas, useful concept for some point of a time, useful. But when you go again, now we have this contest is for a spiritual journey, I guess. At least from my side, it is. I am talking to somebody who is on the path spiritual journey, or who is aspiring to be on a spiritual path. Okay, so in my contest, when you go ahead deeper and deeper and deeper, then one realizes that it's a concept. Because the journey begins with you being a separate person. The rebirth, past birth and the next birth is for whom? For a passing cloud? For a passing cloud? Fine, if you have identified yourself as a cloud, as a body and mind, you have birth and death and birth and rebirth. But what about someone transcends cloud, the passing cloud, and becomes the sky? What is the birth date of sky, if I may know? When is sky born? When is space born? What is the birth date of sky? So it's a big, what you can call it? It's a big span basically. One has to look at this particular thing through a bigger span, through a wide spectrum. It's a wide spectrum. Again, I'll point out the same thing, where you are. And some ideas are useful. But at some point of a time, those ideas become your bondage. Like here, in this part actually, like when we were children, okay, and there were no lights maybe. There were not many street lights used to be there. So our parents would tell us, okay, don't go out after the darkness. So I stopped going out. But now if I have to go for some work, then what? Then my mom might come and put a thread around my wrist. Okay, this is the thread. Now go, nothing will happen to you. So another idea given. Okay, another idea given. Useful for some time. Now, after few days, when I grow up old, I lose my thread, and then I am not ready to go out in the dark because maybe the ghost will eat me. Then my mom says, don't worry, I'll come with you. There is no ghost. So I got rid of that thread also, that idea also. So in order to, as our life progresses, our age and our journey progresses, these ideas are given for some use. If you reach the deepest state, the deep state, or whatever you call it, stable peace basically, they are just ideas. And the deeper and deeper one goes, it is better that you lose the ideas more and more. Because if you want to swim, say for example, you may be going to your office with the tie and neck and shoes and all draped. Would you be diving in the swimming pool with all those clothes? You remove some of the clothes and maybe a trunk is sufficient. While flying in the sky, Do we take our whole house and our luggage there or there? Lighter the better. Same way, when you reach to your core, to that undeniable truth, basically, you have to lose everything, the ideas, and with more and more experience, awareness, and grace, you realize that these are all ideas.
Yes. So, he himself has summarized it. All these are ideas given at various points in time and various regions at various stages of life. They are useful, they serve some purpose at some point in time. But if you are on a journey to stable peace, one by one, you have to lose them till you get to the stable peace.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you.